self-driving cars out there. AI is making all kinds of stuff. Still, we have birth stories. So when I had my first child, it was already 41 weeks in. There was no sign baby wanted to come out. So last couple of weeks, we're in and out of the doctor's office. Whatever it takes to take this baby out. We went for a walk, a lot of walks. I went every day to the doctor's office. Doctor did the doctor's thing. Baby is not ready to come out. So my doctor recommended to drink a castor oil. You drink it, you start to gag, and that gag stimulates your labor. My pregnancy was fairly easy. I didn't have any morning sickness, nothing. But that made me really, really sick. It didn't work out. My doctor told me I was the first one. The castor oil, the last resort, supposedly didn't work. They broke the water. A wonderful nurse, she said, Niagara Falls! And I said, oh, I'm so sorry. I felt the pain. I don't know how much pain is pain. I can say it's painful. I cannot hold it anymore. The nurse asked me if I want to have epidural. And I said, shouldn't I wait till 5 centimeters? And she went, oh, honey, you are already past the natural birth. Your pain is a little more intense. We induce you over 2 weeks. I said, yes, please. Doctor came in, didn't speak too much. I was sitting down on the edge of the bed. He's trying to find the thing he could put the needle in on my lower back area of spine. And whenever he poked it, it hurts so bad. And he said, don't move. Whenever he poked it, tried to find the needle spot, I flinch. He kept saying it sternly. Don't move. I said, sorry. Now I'm looking back. I don't know if somebody want to poke the needle on your spine area. That doctor wouldn't move. They wheel me into the surgery room. There are the curtains, and there's the doctors working on it around that area. There's a book, what you need to know when you expect. All beautiful birth stories, and you do this and you do that. Good girl stories. I read a book. I thought that was bullshitting, and I got another one. I don't remember the book of it. Anyways, I lend it to my friends, so many friends. There's a one part on the birthing part. Paint your toenails. That's gonna be only pretty part when you're on the bed to give a birth. I took it very seriously. I got the cherry red. The book is right. I was stretched, bloated. I didn't feel beautiful. I didn't feel holy. I didn't feel this is a beautiful moment. I just want it to be done. I was so tired. With a big belly, the end of your pregnancy, you cannot sleep. Whatever you toss it this way, you turn that way, nothing is comfortable. And as soon as baby pops out, you cannot sleep. Why do I need to have a C-section for the first one? The doctor injected epidural. I was about 5 centimeters open and then started to close up. So they had to take a baby out with the emergency C-section. I have to tell you, I got a lot of compliment on my toenails. Everybody came. It's exciting. One of my husband's best friend, he said to his wife, oh, look at her ankles. Everything was swollen from toe to everywhere. My feet didn't fit into the even slippers. I walk around with socks without the shoes. Now I'm looking back, oh, that's very gross in the hospital. On the bed, my side effect for epidural wasn't very friendly with me. My eyes goes like this. I felt that side of the face droop by rolling. My heartbeat beat irregularly. I couldn't move the right side of the arms. I don't know about the bottom part. It's because that one was already couldn't move because of epidural shot. So that was a part of my birth story, side effects from the epidural. And we decided to have a second child after 3 years. My period stopped at I don't know what point. Didn't come back after my first one. So they have to bring my cycle back. I went to endocrinologist. I had a hormone therapy. The first one was intense. I don't get the headache too much. I think it's because of the reason I eat a lot of vegetables and drink enough water, and the workout makes me less prone to have a migraine headache. That's what I think. I don't get to have a headache often. But I woke up in the middle of the night, severe headache. I couldn't hold my head up fully to the washroom. I thought I am dehydrated. I'm gonna drink water. That was the last thing I remember. Next one is Sean's story. So while he was sleeping, he heard thump sound in the middle of the night. Went to the washroom. I was on the floor. I don't remember the drug. So that lasted only one day, one night. And after that, it was fine. My cycle back, I had a second pregnancy. When I was pregnant with the second child, I was determined I'm gonna get EI. So I worked at the very busy sushi restaurant till 8 months. I was on my feet all the time. I was already started my personal training. I didn't have many clients. In the evening, I trained. So I was on my feet all day. I developed varicose vein on that groin area. Blood is all pumping into here, this area. So whenever I walk, every step I took is sharp pain. But you don't have time to think this is painful. Second pregnancy, you don't get to think about those things. When you go back home, you have to take care of your toddler, the older one. You have to read a book, bath, make a dinner, whole shebang with pregnancy going on. Because of my first pregnancy, after induced labor for so long, my passage opened up and starting to close up. So my doctor said, chances are your second birth would be more than 80% happening the same thing. So let's plan the C-section. I believe that was about 8 months. Because of my body was reacted to epidural, but they use other drug. I don't remember what drug. This doctor came in. Well, blow dry the hair. Looks like she's wearing Jimmy Choo pumps. Beautifully. Well done, lady. She came in to give me that whatever the drug to prepare my C-section. There is a curtain. Sean was here. That doctor was here. I got a shot. They waited a time. They poked it few spots. Feels like it's ready to go. They started to perform the C-section. And Sean was holding my hands. Sean is not the guy who liked to make a scene. And suddenly he got up. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Because I was squeezing his hand so much. I didn't make a sound. I just squeezed his hand. My doctor got up. Talk to me. And I said, I feel everything. That drug didn't freeze me. Now my doctor is working so fast. And my doctor put the whole forearms to push the baby out. Another doctor pulled the baby out with the forceps. Baby was born. I went home after 4 days. Every night I got this fever. The chill, I couldn't shake it off. So I was stuck on Sean's back to get some body heat. Unstuck me because he got so hot. But I don't think he did it intentionally because he just sleeping. That was March to the April. We had Passover dinner. Sean was beside Carol. She is a doctor. Sean told her, I think Ilmee is sick, maybe infected. But she refused to go see doctor. I didn't know that part. I was busy talking to other side and eating, holding the baby. Carol tapped on my shoulder. Can you come with me? And she said, show me your incision. So she put the lights on incision. That's very red. You should put the fork down. I think you should go down to hospital. I will do it tomorrow. Okay, promise me, go to doctor tomorrow. I said, I will. So we went to Norfolk General Branson branch with a newborn baby in the bucket seat. It was so busy. You put the name on it and you have to wait for so long. I feel milk's filling. Baby's crying. I'm exhausted. I just wanted to go home. So I went to nurse's booth. I'm on the waiting list. I feel better, so I don't need to see doctor. And she looked at me. She probably looked at Sean's face, going like this. She looked at the baby in the bucket seat. Come with me. So she pulled me into the side. Show me your incision. So I show her my incision. I will pull you up to the front, but just come with me. I felt so guilty. I went to see doctor right away. And she's looking at it. What are the symptoms? I get cold. I would just chill. I have a fever, tired. The incision is very red, very hot to touch. You are most likely infected. So she prescribed me antibiotics, 10 days cycle. If these things happen, come to the hospital, treat it right away. I had 2 more cycles and then chills gone. I think we all do have this story to tell if you have an experience. This is the 21st century. The women around the globe still die from giving a birth. And still some places treated women as a second citizen. And they can decide it on our body. What do they know?